Hello, class of 2024. It's Miss Freeman, one of the counselors. We're going to spend some time today talking about a few topics that will be helpful as you continue to navigate high school. For those of you who I have not met, again, I am one of 5 counselors and wanted to start out by saying thank you. Thank you for those of you who have participated and hung in there with us as we have navigated this extremely difficult time. As both a counselor and a parent of a 4th grader and 6th grader, we know that this has been a very trying time for students and teachers. So we just wanted to make sure you know that we have your back and that we are here for you. We are going to cover 3 main areas today. I'm going to provide an overview of the CHS counseling program. I will review courses, credits, and how students are promoted to the next grade level. And I will also provide some tips that'll help you as you navigate through this school year. The Centennial Counseling Team is truly a team, as we all have different areas of expertise and work together to collaborate on all of our programming. As you can see from the slide, the counselors at Centennial work with students based upon first letter of students' last names. For example, Mr. Giles works with students with the last names A through CO. Ms. Ekbo works with students with the last names CP through H. Ms. Root works with students with last names I through NH. Again, I'm Ms. Freeman. I work with students' last names NI through SI. Ms. Peart works with students' last names SJ through Z. And our graduation coach, Ms. Holloway, works with students across all grade levels who may have fallen off track for graduation. Ms. White is our counseling secretary. Ms. Suarez is our bilingual community liaison. And Ms. Stickle is our counseling registrar. Counselors will work with students in different ways, whether it be individually, in groups, or through classrooms. In terms of individual counseling, you can email us and we can either respond to your email if it is a straightforward question, call you, or set up a Teams meeting to discuss whatever issue you may be facing. You can find our email addresses by clicking on Contact Us on the counseling website, which is mycentennialcounseling.com. In terms of group counseling, we offer some group opportunities to students, such as our new student group and our AP Access group. In terms of classroom guidance, we offer several classroom guidance sessions and parent nights that build from one grade level to the next. For example, in 9th grade, we provide 2 lessons to students. The fall session, which we are doing right now, covers our counseling program, grading, and graduation requirements, while the spring session builds upon this information and focuses on developing a 4-year plan or course of study for the next 3 years of high school. In addition, we collaborate with our health teachers and offer a signs of suicide and depression lesson for our freshmen. Our focus in 10th grade is on career exploration, and 11th grade on helping students identify post-secondary options or what you want to do after high school. And our focus in 12th grade is assisting you with applying to college and putting all of the pieces together.
My name is Jonathan Giles, and I'm the counselor for students from A to CO.
Ms. Nsikan Ekpo, serving students CP through H.
My name is Heidi Roop, and I serve the students I through NH.
My name is Melissa Freeman, and I work with students' last names NI through SI.
My name is Helen Peart. I work with students with the last names SJ to C.
I am Ayana Holloway, and I'm the graduation coach here at Centennial High School.
Mi nombre es Lisandra Suárez. Estoy aquí para ayudar a los papás a hacer una conexión con los maestros.
When or why should a student come see a counselor?
I don't believe students have to only see counselors for negative things.
So if they have a social situation that just warrants expression, they can come see their counselor. If they have a scholastic need that warrants just some additional resources or assistance reaching out to a teacher, they should see their counselor.
Anything regarding their classes, any schoolwork stuff, anything going on at home or with friends, if they just feel like they need an adult to talk to, that's what we're here for.
What's been the hardest part about starting remotely?
Gosh, I think for me, the hardest part has been just not having that face-to-face interaction with students.
I miss seeing the faces. I miss seeing the students' faces. I think that's the hardest part for me.
I'm just really personable and like people oriented. That whole part has kind of gotten taken out.
What's your favorite part of working with students?
I say that my superpower is empathy. I like to, relate to my students and be able to empathize with them, their situation, kind of walk a mile in their shoes and let them know they're not in this alone.
Same kids, literally. All kids are different, all kids are unique, and they bring a different story into my office that allows me every day to experience a new work day every single time.
I like when somebody feels like they can trust you with what's going on with them and actually being able to help. I like that.
You understand the support your Centennial counseling team can provide, I'm now going to switch gears and talk about Fulton County's grading policies. For those of you who went to one of our feeder middle schools, like Haynes or Holcomb Bridge, we use the same grading scale at Centennial that our feeder middle school used, but some aspects of how we handle grading at the high school level are very different than how it was handled at the middle school level. In all Fulton County schools, an A is 90 to 100, B is 80 to 89, a C is 70 to 79, and any grade lower than a 70 is an F or a failing grade. Just like middle school, August until December is first semester and January through May is second semester. The main difference between how Centennial handles grading and how our feeder middle schools handle grading is that middle schools use a system of averages when they calculate grades. In other words, middle schools average the grades from first and second semester, but Centennial does not average the grades from first and second semester. Here is an example. If a student takes 8th grade English at the middle school and earns a 60 first semester, or an F, but earns an 80 second semester, or a B, the middle school would average those two grades and the student would pass the class with a 70 for the year. But if that same student takes 9th grade English at Centennial, earns a 60 first semester, or an F, but earns an 80 second semester, or a B, we do not average first and second semester. So the student would pass second semester, but would have to retake the first semester of 9th grade English before he or she can graduate. So let's look at how students can earn credits. Remember, there are 2 semesters in high school and each semester is independent. Again, first semester is from August till December, and second semester is from January until May. Students take 6 credit-bearing classes each semester, and with very few exceptions, each class carries with it 1/2 of a credit per class. You can see on the example that a student who passes all classes can earn 3 credits per semester. And again, since we have 2 semesters, that means that students can earn 6 credits per school year. In addition, students need a total of 23 credits to graduate from high school. Some students, but not all, did earn some credit in middle school that counts towards high school credit. Students can earn high school credit for math, science, world language like Spanish, French, or German, and or certain electives. You will see from the transcript below that 7th and 8th grade world language equals 1 high school credit, and 7 points are added to all passing grades in honors courses. You can currently view your transcript in Infinite Campus. However, sometimes it takes some time for those middle school classes, grades, and credits to post. As a result, we are going to provide hard copies of transcripts to you in our spring classroom guidance lesson. To make this a little bit more interesting, we have put together a handout that shows us how counting credits is like earning money. So for example, 1 credit equals $1 and 1/2 of a credit equals $1/2. Remember, 3 credits are possible each semester and 6 credits are possible each year. Let's look at this example together. In fall semester, this student earned an 85 in 9th grade literature, which as you know is a passing grade, and with it carries 1/2 a credit or $1/2. Unfortunately, this student did not pass math or biology and therefore did not earn any credit or any money. This student passed personal fitness, their first elective, their second elective, and therefore earned 1.5 credits there, giving that student a total credits earned for fall semester equaling 2 credits or $2. Let's look at that same student during the spring semester. That student passed 9th grade literature with an 85, passed math with a 71, failed biology with a 69, therefore didn't earn any credit or any money, but did pass health, elective 1, and elective 2, giving that student a total credits earned for spring semester equaling 2.5 credits. If you look at that third column with me, you will see that that student earned 1 full credit or $1 full of 9th grade literature, half a credit of math, no credit or no money for biology, half a credit or half $1 for personal fitness, health, and then 1 full credit or $1 full for both elective 1 and elective 2, giving that student a total number of credits earned or money equaling 4.5. Remember, credits not earned in high school must be taken again. So this student, before graduation, has to retake first semester of math and all year of biology. This is really important when we talk about promotion and grade level. So the way this works is that credits are cumulative, which means that they add up over time. In a nutshell, when you step foot into the building your second year of high school, you have to have 5 or more total credits to be considered an on-track 10th grader. In addition, you have to have 5 credits and pass 5 out of 6 classes a semester before you participate in any athletics or Georgia High School sponsored events. Moving on to junior or 11th grade year, all students have to have a total of 11 credits. Moving into senior year, students have to have 17 or more credits with that end goal of having 23 credits to graduate. Again, magic numbers, 5, 11, and 17 cumulative credits. I want to make sure that all of you know exactly what a transcript looks like. And guys, a transcript is basically the fancy name for a record of your classes and grades that follows you throughout high school and as you apply to college. If you look with me, you will see that this student passed study skills, and then first semester of 9th grade passed all of her classes. Second semester also passed all of her classes. Moving over to column 2, first semester of 10th grade, passed all of her classes. But then going on to second semester of 10th grade, you will see that this student did not pass physical science and therefore only completed 2.5 out of 3 possible credits. Moving on to the third column, in 11th grade, this student struggled again in both Algebra 2 and U.S. History, but then did much better second semester of 11th grade and passed all of her classes, giving her a total of 3 completed classes for that semester. Moving on, you will see that that student did earn back half a credit of Algebra 2 with a 71, but did not complete her physical science class in summer school. The important thing to remember, guys, and this comes up again and again, is that every class you take, every grade you earn, every credit you do or don't earn will always stay on your transcript forever and ever, even if you make it up in summer school. So to review, how many credits did the student have at the end of first semester? That student had 3 credits because she passed every class. How many credits did the student have at the end of 9th grade? That student had a total of 6 credits. Did the student have enough credits to be promoted to 10th grade? Yes, and that is because you need 5 or more credits to be promoted to 10th grade. Do you think that this student will get into the college of his or her choice? Why or why not? And what do you think this student's senior year schedule will look like? To answer the first question, it is difficult to say, but in general, colleges are looking at a couple factors with admission, including grades, difficulty of classes, and standardized test scores, which will go into more detail in a few minutes. However, the fact that the student did retake courses is a positive thing. In terms of senior year schedule, unless that student continues to take summer school classes, it may be a possibility that she will have to repeat certain classes in a face-to-face setting. While it may be fun to be in a physical science class as a 10th grader, it's not so much fun being in that same class your senior year because you didn't pass the class in the first place. So again, remember, it is incredibly important to pass your classes the first time around. We are now going to touch on how many credits or how much money you need to graduate. You need a total of 23, as I mentioned before, but these credits need to be in specific areas. We will go over this more in the spring, but to give you a preview, you need 4 credits or $4 in English, 4 credits or $4 in math, 4 credits or $4 in science, 3 credits or dollars in social studies, half a credit or dollar in health, half a credit or dollar in personal fitness, 3 credits of fine arts, career tech, or world language classes, and 4 credits of electives. Another important thing to remember is that graduation requirements may be a little bit different than a college admission requirement. For example, you can technically graduate from high school without taking Spanish, French, or German. However, 2 if not 3 years of the same language are required for admission to 4-year colleges. Again, total 23 credits to graduate. If you don't pass a class, you do not earn the credit. I am now going to go into the specific credits that you need in each subject area. Again, we'll go into more depth in the spring, but wanted to give you a preview. In order to graduate, you need to take language arts or English all 4 years of high school: 9th grade lit, 10th grade lit, 11th grade lit, and senior level lit. For those of you who may have credit coming in from middle school, while you may be able to fulfill the language arts graduation requirement at the end of your junior year, colleges like to see that students take their core classes, their English, math, science, social studies, and world language, if you're continuing all 4 years of high school, regardless of whether you've met the graduation requirement. Students also need 4 years of math to graduate, 4 years of science. All students have to take biology, physical science or physics, and then 2 additional science courses. 3 years of social studies. A few of our students are currently taking advanced placement world geography, but all students, in order to graduate, will start taking some version of world history in 10th grade, U.S. history in 11th grade, and then a semester of American government and economics your senior year of high school. Remember, I said earlier that students need 3 credits total of either fine arts, career technology, or world language classes, and you can mix and match those in terms of graduation. In addition, all students are required to take a semester of health and a semester of personal fitness, or exempt personal fitness, which we'll talk about more in the spring. As I touched upon earlier, remember, minimum graduation requirements are 23 credits in certain areas. However, for those of you who are looking to attend a competitive four-year college, please remember that colleges are looking at the rigor or difficulty of your courses, your grade point average, standardized test scores, and then also things like essays, activities and accomplishments, your senior year courses. Some colleges will require recommendations from teachers and/or counselors, interviews, and then perhaps your demonstrated interest in the college. Like, how can you show the college that if they did offer you admission, that you would actually attend that college? We have some general tips that we wanted you to be aware of moving forward. First and foremost, as a freshman, we would like for you to join at least one club and activity first semester. For those of you who did not have the opportunity to attend our virtual club fair, we have a list of all of our clubs and activities on www.chsnights.com. We also want to make sure that you reach out for help and that you are accountable. Now that you're in high school, it's really important that you take ownership of your education and that you learn to advocate for yourself. Please make sure that you reach out to your teacher, counselor, administrator, another staff member when you have any concerns about an assignment, quiz, or test. Please make sure that you set up a daily routine for yourself. Check your school email every day. You can find this through the Outlook app in Class Link. Arrive on time to your classes every day and participate. Complete and submit your assignments daily and study. And then make sure also you check Infinite Campus and Teams every day to make sure that you're caught up on all of your assignments. Finally, practice self-care. Remember, this is a difficult time. It is temporary, but it's also important that you do things to take care of yourself, whether that's eating well, getting enough sleep, exercising, journaling, listening to music. Please make sure that you are also looking out for yourself. There are certain roadblocks and detours that come in our way when we are trying to earn the money or the credit. First and foremost, being absent, not making up work, tests, and quizzes, not completing homework and projects, not studying, not getting extra help from your teachers, not managing your time, and those zeros. At this point, most of our grades are based upon our tests and quizzes. However, those zeros get in your way, not only of understanding the material, but also being able to retake an assessment if you don't do well on it. So please make sure you handle your schoolwork. As we talk about credits, as we talk about money, want to make sure that you understand the big picture. And the big picture is that with a high school diploma, at the minimum, you are more likely to get a job than someone who does not have a high school diploma. In addition, with a high school diploma and beyond, you are more likely to make more money than those who do not finish high school. So there is a direct correlation or relation between the amount of education you have and your earning potential. Okay, so to review, we want to make sure you know exactly who your counselor is. So at this time, take note of who your counselor is. Again, Mr. Giles worked with students A through CO, and these again are by last names. Miss Ekpo, CP through H. Miss Roop, I through NH. Again, I'm Miss Freeman. I work with students' last names NI through SI. Miss Peart works with students' last names SJ through Z. How many credits can you earn in one semester? You can earn 3 credits in one semester. Remember, we have 2 semesters, so how many credits can you earn in one school year? You can earn 6 credits in one school year. How many credits are required to graduate? 23. How many credits are required to go to 10th grade and also to play sports? 5 credits. Bonus, you also have to pass 5 out of 6 classes a semester before you can participate in athletics. And then again, what can you do to bring up your grades? Make sure you participate in class every day, complete and submit your assignments, study, get organized, and again, ask for help. Moving forward, please remember to check mycentennialcounseling.com regularly and click on Contact Us to email your counselor. Progress reports will come out again in November, so you have a short period of time to turn things around for those of you who were not happy with your first progress report grades. We will have final exams coming up in December, and all freshmen will take the practice SAT in January, and there will be more information to come about that. I'm going to put some information up in a few minutes about joining Remind 101 so you can stay in touch with the counseling office. And then also I'm going to send information to your teachers about how you can complete this post-test survey. Okay. At this time, please take a picture of this slide. This is where you can get information about the counseling program through mycentennialcounseling.com. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and you can also join us on Remind 101 by texting 81010 with the message @DKDC2E. Again, thank you so much for your time and your attention, and we look forward to a wonderful year.